Hello, ladies and germs. Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We talk about the states.
And we keep on talking about them. That's right. We go on Wikipedia and we
talk about them.
We
talk about the states.
That's right. We go on Wikipedia and we look at each state of the 50 states of the United States, and we're just going in order and learn about each one. That's all. That's all. Right. God, we'll
if you don't like it, then tune in next year. We'll get back to the basics.
Countries.
Go back to countries.
Planets.
I mean, yeah, sky's the limit.
So what do you think the next state is?
Are we on 8?
Last one we had was Maryland, which was let me check. Maryland was 7. So we are
the old Lion State.
Oh wait, did we do 8? No, we did not do 8.
I'm gonna say New Hampshire.
I am going to say New York because I pledged that I would say New York until we get to New York.
I can't wait till New York's like 13.
What if it's 50?
Like somehow you've forgotten like.
Well, you say New Hampshire?
Sure.
It is interesting. This is another surprise.
All right.
South Carolina.
That's very surprising.
Yeah.
Because I think we assume that the southern states were just always, not with it.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, they were in the mix.
Early. So May 23rd, 1788. That's just a short month after Maryland. Before it was called South Carolina, province of South Carolina. Keep it simple. Right. What do we got here?
Yeah, I see a picture of their flag. People from South Carolina
they love that fucking flag.
Yeah.
They love that flag more than Chicagoans love our
real.
flag.
Which is weird.
Are we Chicagoans yet?
I am. You're not. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I feel like if you talk to some people, they would say we're never going to be Chicagoans.
I don't feel like it's like that because that's how New York is. People are like, no, you're not a New Yorker.
I feel like anyone from the South Side would be like, fuck you, you're not from Chicago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that.
Like those like people who just lived here for like generations.
Go Sox.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
You fucking yuppie Cubs fan. Like we're like don't even watch baseball, but like
we just happen to live closer to Wrigley Field.
Exactly. So
they say for New York you have to live there for like 10 years or 14 years or something.
That
insane.
Seems right to me though. You know what I mean?
That's such a that's like no, I disagree.
You disagree. Okay.
That's crazy. I could see 5.
5. I mean, I've already been here almost 5. I've been here 4 years. So like this month, I've been here 4 years.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I don't. You know what I mean?
You know your shit.
I know some shit.
You know the shit just as well as most people
that live in this area. Yeah.
Can we talk about South Carolina?
Can we talk about how their flag looks like an Islamic flag?
Yeah, it does. What's the deal with that? Which was first?
Probably South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Islam's one of the most new religions. So,
it's another testament of Muhammad.
Yeah, right.
Nicknames: the Palmetto State.
Yeah, whatever.
Loved it so much they put it on their flag and won't shut the hell up about it. Motto: Dum Spiro Sparo. Latin. Dum Spiro Sparo. And then there's a star that goes to some footnote somewhere. And then Animus Opibusque Parati, also Latin. And then there's a dagger footnote, and it says prepared in mind and resources. Is that I don't know if that's two different mottos, one motto
for a state that kicked off the Civil War. They're up their own ass.
Well,
like
we don't need them. Who needs them?
We don't need them. Let's kick them out.
Official language English. Fuck you. Demonym South Carolinian. Capital.
Charleston.
No.
Sacramento.
No.
Sacramento.
Yes. Columbia.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. Largest metro, Greenville, Anderson, Malden.
None of those are real cities. Those are all like burbs.
And it's all hyphenated.
Bergs.
Whew. Total area ranked 40th. Population ranked 24th.
Right in the middle.
Boring.
Yeah, I'm not into
boring. This. Nope.
Yeah, I came into it not, being like, impress me. What do you got?
Yeah.
And instead, I don't like them even more.
Let's get some state symbols. State amphibian, salamander.
Okay.
State bird, Carolina wren, and the wild turkey. Butterfly, eastern tiger swallowtail, fish, striped bass.
This sucks.
Yeah,
I hate South. This is my least favorite state so far.
State beverage, milk. And also tea.
Well, yeah, of course. Like
state dance, shag.
What is this? What is that?
I don't know. State food, peach, collard greens, and boiled peanuts.
Throw them all together and you got yourself a stew.
This place sucks.
Ooh, boy, baby. Put a dollop of that peach
cream on my saucy pot. Okay, South Carolina is a state in the southeastern United States. It's bordered to the north by what is it?
Oh, jeez, I'm gonna say New Hampshire again.
I'm gonna say New York.
Okay.
North Carolina.
Weird.
Have you ever been to south of the border, my friend?
What do you mean? No, I'm gonna say no.
The tourist trap in South Carolina, just at the border of North and South Carolina.
No, I haven't.
It's amazing. And if you're driving up the East Coast, the whole way, basically as soon as you get out of Florida, there might even be some in Florida, there are just billboards. South of the border, 800 miles away.
No way.
South of the border. And you keep
750 miles away.
And then as soon as you pass, it says,
you just passed.
There's one that, you just passed. Come back to the border, man.
No
But
way.
it's all like really racist Mexican stuff.
Weird.
Like
sombreros and stuff like that.
Yeah, and there's like a big statue or like a big water tower that has a sombrero, and like the mascot is Pedro, and it's
man.
like a really like stereotypical looking Mexican dude with like a poncho and a sombrero
and like a crazy long mustache. Like
yeah. And but it's fucking funny to go when you're a kid and get a south of the border boomerang, which I did, and some Mexican jumping beans. Which, do you know about these? Mexican jumping beans jump because there are
little bugs
in them.
Yeah. Trying to escape. Their bean prison.
So I recommend everyone goes. They also really super gouge gas prices there, like a lot.
Jesus, what's up? This place sounds awful. That's where South Carolina makes most of their money?
Probably. And I tell you what, I just thought of this. That is where I have to get my koozie for Couzin USA for South Carolina.
How are you going to do it? So if we got listeners in South Carolina, first of all, we're sorry.
No, I need to collect it.
You have to go and get them.
Feel free to send in your koozies, but it will not count towards Couzin USA unless I collect it from the state.
Okay. How are you? What's the timeline for that?
My life.
Your life. Okay.
I mean, 50 states is no small task. It's going to take us
if you're not up for the challenge, then...
No, I'm just saying, it's going to take us a year just to talk about them all.
I mean, granted, we couldn't even collect the quarters.
Right.
Let alone travel to the states to get them.
I tell you, I'm going to get one in about 2 weeks. I'm going to get a new one.
Oh, a koozie?
Yeah. A quarter, yeah. We're going to get, we're going
to Missouri.
Yeah, so I'm going to get a Missouri one.
That'll be good. We're going to St. Louis.
I'm telling you, I'm worried that some states might not have koozies. Some states might not have a koozie culture. I'm thinking...
Name one that you don't think would have one. I can't...
Maine, Vermont.
They will.
You think?
Fishermen.
Oklahoma?
Yeah, that one's...
I mean...
Yeah, here's the thing, right? People in Maine and the Northeast, they're going to have them because they fish. They're on boats. They need to have floating...
floating cool beverage.
People in Oklahoma, they're all just redneck dingbats, so they just have them anyway.
I am worried about a few states. Indiana.
Are you kidding me? Midwestern? There's not one state. You give me a state, I'll tell you why they have a koozie. They're all full of like, and it's never for a good reason. It's always like a redneck reason.
You know the one that I think I'm most looking forward to?
What?
Guess.
New York.
No.
You already have one of those, don't you?
I don't have a New York one.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird.
So I guess you're not a real New Yorker then.
Well, I never claimed to be.
You have to have 10 years worth of koozies to be. What's the question?
Which koozie do you think I'm most looking forward to?
California.
No.
What?
I already have a California.
Which I don't know. Another Florida one.
I have like a dozen of those. Area 51.
No way. Yeah, that's awesome. That'll be sick.
It's gonna look like my beer is getting abducted. Anyway, border to the south and west by Georgia, located across the Savannah River, and to the east by the Atlantic Ocean. Originally part of the province of Carolina. The province of South Carolina became a slave society after rice and indigo became established as commodity crops. From 1708, a majority of the population were slaves. Ugh, a majority of the population? God damn it. I mean, that's probably not uncommon for slave states, honestly.
You mean like right now? The 99%? We're in a slave state right now, my friend.
No. This is a real problem. Or it was a real problem.
It got fixed. Where's our uprising? Where's our...
From 1708, a majority of the population were slaves, many born in Africa. It was the first of the 13 colonies that declared independence from British Crown during the American Revolution.
Oh, they threw me for a loop on that one. They just love seceding.
And it was also the first state to ratify the Articles of Confederation. Fuck England.
Yeah.
Fuck the United States. It was the 8th state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. 8th in, first out. Later became the first state to vote to secede from the Union. Okay, you already said this.
They're so proud.
It was
Fort Sumter.
It was readmitted to the United States
begrudgingly
in June 25th, 1868. Only 8 years.
1868?
Yeah.
It was 3 years after the Civil War ended.
Fuck it. South Carolina is the 40th most extensive and the 24th most populous. Its GDP, I don't care about its GDP. I don't care about its annual growth rate. I don't care about how many counties are in there. The capital, this sucks. This place sucks.
This place is the worst.
Why do people love it?
Do they? Oh, they love the flag. That's right. You're right.
Oh, here we go. The colony of South Carolina was originally named by King Charles II of England in honor of his father, Charles I. So that was a sentence. The colony of South Carolina was originally named by King Charles II of England in honor of his father, Charles I. Then in parentheses, Carolus being Latin for Charles, and parentheses, end sentence. So it finished the sentence inside the parenthetical. That sucks.
You know what? That's so typical for South Carolina.
Yeah. They
got, hey, who's our best scholar? We'll have him write the Wikipedia article.
Oh, Doug. Doug.
You graduated high school, right?
Nope.
I got to 11th grade. Close enough, Doug. You go ahead and write yourself
I thought high school ended at 9th grade. 8th grade.
I ain't so good at maths.
I'm also British. Maths. Why do they say that? That's
I don't know.
Weird
It's
thing.
pretty fun, though. I like it.
You know what I thought about today? If you are American and you say cheers instead of thanks, you're a fucking asshole. And I have no problem with British people saying it.
Right, because they're British.
Right.
It'd be like if we went around saying aluminium.
Yeah.
Right,
right. Fuck off.
Which that actually kind of makes me mad because it's not spelled like that. They're throwing in extra I's and stuff. Like
A-L-U.
Aluminum.
A-L. I think they're right.
No, they're not.
How do you spell aluminum?
We're not going into this. There's no U's. There's no Z's.
A-L-I. A-L-U.
This is
M-I-N-I-U-M. Aluminum.
I don't know, dude.
Use it in a sentence.
British people say the word aluminum wrong.
What's the part of speech?
Noun?
Yes. Well, it could be an adjective too.
Aluminum foil. The foil is the noun.
What's the...
We're going right over the South Carolina.
Fuck it. Yeah. What's the country of origin?
England.
What is the... what other things can you ask it? What other things can you ask at a spelling bee?
What can you ask? Can
you can ask the
etymology? Is that what
the country of origin, or maybe the language of origin? Mm-hmm. Use it in a sentence. The definition.
Are there any alternate pronunciations?
Yeah.
And whenever they do that, I never hear the difference. They're always like aluminum or aluminum. It's like, did you say the same thing twice?
If it was an American spelling bee, do you think they would say aluminium? They would say for the alternate pronunciation, aluminium.
I don't know. I feel like that word, like when we're at the point where we're watching the spelling bee on ESPN, they're not spelling aluminum. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's like a 5th grade spelling bee.
I'm telling you, though, I'm pretty sure it's spelled the way they say it.
Man, I can't believe one of us is this wrong on air so publicly.
I also, they say aeroplane, and I believe they spell it differently.
A-E-R-O. Yeah.
P-O-S-T-A-L-E. Aeroplane. And they also spell tire with a Y.
Yeah, they love doing that kind of stuff. They like the A-E combination. Like fetus, or fetus would be spelled F-O-E.
Yeah, well, I believe it's a
in Old English
diphthong.
Whoa, watch the language.
So it's technically a maybe that's not the right word, but it's technically the two letters would be like lumped together.
Squished together, sure.
Yeah, they have that in French.
Ether.
The French word for sister has that in it, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope I'm not wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm
right. Johnny, something happened to me this week.
Yeah.
I quit my job.
We already talked about this.
Do we?
I think we did.
I want to talk about it all the time.
Okay.
Forever. I don't want to ever be hired. I want to be hired for a week just so I can quit, so I can keep talking about how I love quitting jobs. I'm a quitter at heart.
You're my dear friend, but I hope that you become homeless.
I feel like I could be. No, that's not true.
Oh God.
I was gonna say I feel like I could be homeless, but if I was, it would have to be like out like in like Oregon or something like that.
I say Oregon.
I'm sorry.
I say Oregon, and you say Oregon.
I feel like I say it differently if I'm thinking about it.
Here's a word. How do you pronounce the confection that's like heated up
Icing?
sugar.
Icing.
No, it's like brownish, and it's just sugar that you would heat up and then let cool.
Creme brulee.
And no, that's that. And it's used a lot of time in chocolate filling. It's filling
Caramel.
Yeah, that word. How do you say it?
Caramel.
Caramel.
Not caramel.
I don't say caramel. I think I say caramel.
Like I just did?
No, you said, say it again?
Caramel. Oh, mole and mel?
Caramel.
Caramel.
You said caramel. I say caramel.
This is the dumbest.
Here's a thing that I hate.
And
this is a thing that I heard a lot in the South. When people would say the large lupine animal that howls at the moon.
a wolf.
Yes, a wolf. People would say woof. Have you ever heard anyone say that?
A wolf.
That makes me so fucking mad. And then the worst is when people would pluralize it, but they would still
Wolves.
pluralize it like thcorrectly. They'd say wolves.
Wolves.
Well, like, oh yeah. You drop
Couple wolves.
You drop the S and add VES.
Right.
Just some wolves.
Some wolves.
Woof. Ugh. So if you say woof, I don't even know why.
Because you're just a lazy piece of garbage.
But it's not even. I could.
Wolf.
Wolf.
What about? I don't know. That's really funny though. I like that. What about people who say warsh or turlet?
That's different because that's. I mean, it's stupid.
It's stupid.
It's fucking stupid, but it's different. It doesn't make me as angry because that's more of an accent than just straight up totally pronouncing. What sound do dogs wolf? Oh, I heard my dog was wolfing all night and it was keeping me up. What do? They woof? They woof? Oh yeah, my dog squids. What?
Squids.
It's a different animal.
Mm-hmm.
We have words that are animals and we have words that are animal sounds for a reason.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry for all you went through.
I also hate when people say, instead of saying crayon, they say crown.
Crown.
Yeah, fuck that.
Smell you later. And that fucking lightsaber is no joke.
Yeah.
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. 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 Got your peaches. Got your hot sauce.